Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Bharat Ahuja and you are on Divot Tech. In this video, we are going to talk about a voice amplifier. This is called the Winbridge Original S209 voice amplifier with digital player. So before we go through the unboxing process, let's see what's on the box. So it comes with a strap which you can put on your neck, or it comes with the clip which you can put on the belt or the pocket. So this has a power output of 16 watts. It has a battery of 2500 mAh. The work time is 10 to 15 hours. It fully charges in 3 to 4 hours, and the frequency response is from 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. And it can be used by several people like teachers, the tour guides, instructors, youth counselors, professors, clowns, elderly people, whoever need to amplify their voice. So this is a good product when it comes to amplifying your voice. If you don't have a very loud voice, or if your target audience is at a distance and if you want to amplify the voice, this is a good device. So let's go ahead and see what's in the box. So the box comes with the user manual, the speaker, and this is the speaker. It comes with several buttons and several inputs, so we're going to look at that. Other than that, it has a strap, a 3.5 to 3.5 male cable with TRS ports on both the sides, a USB-C to USB-A for charging, a power brick, and a microphone. And the microphone has a TS port, which is a single point. And let's go ahead with the device. So in the device, the first thing that we find is the power option, which is here, the volume rocker. So the moment you rotate it, it turns on the volume and it goes from 0 to 16. And if you can just snap it, it gives a snap sound and turns off the volume. Now the good part about this one is even if you leave it on, after like 30 minutes of idle time, it will auto shut down or auto sleep, and it saves a battery a lot in that way. That's how it gets a work time of 8 to 15 hours. If you're not even using it, this may last even more. It has a battery of 2500 mAh. It has an auxiliary input, a microphone input, a USB-C port to charge, and a USB-A port. Now this USB-A port can be used to use as another auxiliary input or a USB input where you need to have a flash drive or a pen drive which will connect here to play the music. Now this can be used in 3 different ways. One is to play the music, 2 is to record something directly in the device from the speaker, and you can carry this audio, like if you're taking a online session or giving a presentation, you can record the audio and carry it with you in the drive or send it to someone in a file. And third use of this USB port is to use it as a power bank. So if you're outside somewhere, you want to charge your phone, this port can also be used as a power bank. So you can use it as a recorder, as a music player, or as a power bank. So yeah, this is very useful considering you're not taking it outside in water or somewhere. This is not waterproof, but this is a very good device. So let's go ahead and start testing all the features. So the first feature that I want to test is the Bluetooth mode. So the moment I turn it on, by default it will go to the Bluetooth mode, and it will start detecting for the device that's connected to it in Bluetooth. And you would see that it would start blinking blue, and I just tested connecting my phone to it, and my phone does get connected now automatically. And all you would see is in your Bluetooth devices, you would see Bluetooth device as S209 connected. So all you have to do is just connect it to the phone and then you're good to go. So let's test something here. So So that's Bluetooth connectivity. Now let's test the auxiliary input using the same phone. So to connect the auxiliary input, I would need the 3.5 mm cable which comes with this device, and the moment I connect the cable, the input changes from Bluetooth to auxiliary. And because I don't have a phone with 3.5 mm jack, I would need a connector. So in this case I will use my lightning to 3.5 mm connector. So I'll connect that to the cable and connect this to the phone. And since the speaker is already set to auxiliary, I don't have to do anything. I'll just play it. And that works. Now the third input that I want to test is the USB. So I've got the same music loaded in the pen drive, and if I connect this, you would see that so this connected as a USB device, and I can play pause it. So that's the third input, and you can just play pause from here. And talking about the buttons, the first button is the mode button, where you can choose from Bluetooth mode to auxiliary mode to microphone mode and all other modes. And you even don't have to press the button. The moment you connect the USB device or the auxiliary device, it starts switching from one mode to another depending on what device is connected. So that way it's pretty smart. The second button here is the previous button, so you can move between tracks by pressing this button and going to the previous button. Similarly, you have a next button. The middle button is a play, pause, mute button. So if you have a USB device connected, you can play, pause, and if you're playing music from a phone, in this case, let me show you. So if you have a phone connected and you're playing the music, you can mute it. The music is still playing on my device, but from here I can mute it. So that's the benefit of this button. I don't have to worry to find my device wherever it is. I can mute it, and if I don't want to mute, and that's how you mute and unmute using the same button. And to give you a perspective of how the audio is different from a regular speaker, I have also got my Sony XB40 speaker. So we're going to test this one and compare the audio. Let's check Bluetooth connectivity one by one. So that's my Sony speaker, and where's my audio? That's my audio. And if I connect the same audio to this device, so I wouldn't compare it to my Sony device because that's $250 and this is only $70. And in this you can use this as a microphone, a Bluetooth device, a USB music player, and it has so many other features that I can carry in my pocket. With this one I cannot carry in the pocket. So yeah, I like this. So other than the previous next and play button, the last button is the record button, which is R. And this R is for recording. So let's say you have the drive connected on this, and if you want to connect the device with the microphone, so let's now go to the microphone mode. So we'll connect the mic here, and this microphone you can either wear it on the head like this, or you can wear it in the neck like this. And this microphone has a small wind muff connected. So if I take that off, you can see this is a directional mic. So you probably have to point it towards your mouth, and it should avoid a lot of background noise or the surrounding noise because of being a directional mic. So to push this wind muff on, I just have to pull it down like this and you're good. And pointing it toward my mouth, let's see if I can start recording. So let's play from the mic. So right now I'm talking on the mic, and as you can hear, this is my audio coming out from the speaker. So let's go from the maximum volume to the minimum volume. Right now I'm the minimum volume, and let's go to the maximum volume. That's the maximum volume. So let's start recording, and I'm hoping this is recording. So as you can see, along with the speaker, now I can see a timer on the screen, so it's recording my audio. So let's give it a test, and right now since it's recording, I'm going to let it record for 15 seconds, and I say stop. Okay, so I'm not able to see what it's recorded. I cannot play back here, but I will disconnect this and I'll check on my laptop. Along with the speaker, now I can see a timer on the screen, so it's recording my audio. So let's give it a test, and right now since it's recording, I'm going to let it record for 15 seconds. The moment I disconnect the USB drive, it's back to the speaker mode, and as you can hear, so let's say if I move away from the camera, you can hear my audio from the camera right now with the speaker on, and if I turn it off, now you're listening to my audio from the camera without the speaker on. So once again, let's turn on the speaker, but before that, this is my normal audio from the camera without the microphone. Let me move the mic away, and now the camera is capturing my audio directly and from the camera's built-in microphone. Now let's see how this captures. So let me bring the microphone to my mouth, and this is capturing the audio from the camera from the speaker. So I can see the audio levels have already elevated because of the speaker, and you can get the perspective from the camera that now it's recording the audio from the camera and through the speaker. And if I want to take it further close to the camera, you can see that the audio levels are already spiking up, and this is at the maximum of its capacity. And the microphone, if I move it away, now you can see, because this is a directional mic, this will not capture my audio, and it's not capturing my audio because it's right there, so I have to bring it right in front of my mouth, and that's another good feature of this device. So it will not capture any background noise, and it will capture only what's coming to the mic. So yeah, those are the features. As you can see, it has a belt strap which you can clip it on your belt or on your pocket, and this has this hanging strap which you can put it somewhere on your neck. That will be too tight. I think you have option to lose it. So this is how long it is. So if I take it like this, probably somewhere like this, and I can carry it to my collar, and this is how it would be. Not very long, but I can still connect the speaker like this on the left side, and I would rather keep it like this to show you, and that's typically how the strap would be. Let me connect the other side of it. Okay, so that's how you carry it, and if you stand like this is going to hang it like this, and if you can carry it on your shoulder, that's how you will carry it. So that's the benefit of the strap. And without the strap, as you saw, these are the features. So let me show you how it sounds from a distance. So to give you a perspective of how this sounds, so that's my Nikon camera recording my audio. So camera is now capturing my audio from a distance right now, and now when I turn this speaker on, with this microphone on, you can see the audio has differentiated, and I can see the camera is capturing more audio. And if I switch it back off and bring the volume down, I can see the camera can barely hear me, so the volume input is at 50% of what I use with the speaker now. And with the speaker, I can see the left and right equalizers are bumping up at a pretty good noise level, so I can understand that it's capturing pretty good. And if I turn it off, the camera is not capturing a good audio. So yeah, from audio perspective to amplify your voice to a certain extent, this is a pretty good device, and I will leave it up to you to choose. So let me know how you find this product, and if you like my effort on this video, give me a thumbs up, or if you have any questions, feel free to comment in the video. And that's the Winbridge Original S209 voice amplifier and a digital player. So hope to see you again in some other video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.